It's all you ever hear. Look like this, think like this, be like this. How do you fight it? We started our own radio station. We keep our identities secret. It gives us the power to say what we want as loud as we want.
We change the rules around. We've got a different sound. Tuned into the underground. 'Cause when it gets too much, you have no choice. Oh yeah, you gotta make some noise. Are you listening? Are you listening? Now we're on the air.
You're listening to Radio Free Roscoe.
Okay, guys, choose. Head the size of a watermelon or the size of a fist.
Definitely watermelon, because then, you have a chance of growing into it.
Travis?
Fist. I wouldn't want to stretch out my t-shirts.
Robbie, choose. Buffy the Vampire Slayer or Anna Kournikova.
Why does every game of choose have to turn into a beauty contest?
Lily, I'm disappointed in you. These are two skilled women of accomplishment. So, Robbie, Vampire Slayer babe or Russian tennis player babe?
Neither. Eve is hotter than both of them combined. Did I tell you that
I
met Eve on a day trip to Lake Erie, and now we correspond daily.
Yeah, just a couple times.
I mean, look, this is the symbol for kissy lips.
Fantastic. Hey, what's the symbol for this?
Hi, Lil.
Oh, hey, Audrey.
Just wanted to return your notes. Thanks a lot.
Hey, Audrey, choose. Date with Superman or Spider-Man?
What?
Well, it's easy. Man of Steel or Web Slinger.
Tough one. With Superman, I'd be dating a guy who wears underwear on the outside.
But with Spidey, you'd have to carry his wallet. No pockets.
I've gotta go. See you later.
Bye. Can I get some fries with that shake?
You're such a Neanderthal.
Ray no Neanderthal. Ray good.
Listen, I'm sorry about Ray. He can be so obnoxious sometimes.
Whatever. Travis is cute.
What?
You two...
No. Why? Do you like him?
Is there a reason not to?
No, he's funny, he's smart, he's...
Single?
Yeah?
And you're not interested?
No. We just hang out like I do with Robbie and Ray.
Aren't you sort of tired of only hanging out with guys?
Actually, I sort of am.
Then you and I are hanging after school. We'll have a total secret girl stuff afternoon. Cool?
Yeah, cool. It's just you might want to take it slow with me because if you go too fast, I may get the bends. Oh, hey, there's Travis. Let's go let him know I can't make it.
You go. I don't want to scare him off. Basic dating strategy.
Oh, yeah, right. I knew that. Travis, can you do me a favor? Cover for me at the station. Here's my playlist. All you have to do is just hit play.
No problem. Something wrong?
Nope. I just have to do something a little different today. It's girl stuff. Secret girl stuff.
You don't know what that is, do you?
Not a clue.
You're just a song, and everybody knows the words. You're just a song, and I'm sure that he has heard that when I sing this song, I die. I hope you
Hey,
hear this song.
Lily doesn't like anybody touching her stuff.
It's all right. She's not coming.
What do you mean she's not coming?
The entire time we're here, you'll notice she's not.
I needed to play guitar for my Nelly spoof. My fans will be crushed.
I think they'll both get over it.
This looks like my brother's room.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I used to have Little Mermaid wallpaper.
Where's all your makeup?
You're holding it.
Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
I don't know. I've never actually worn makeup. Oh, no. I did play Pocahontas in the 4th grade recital, but it just seems like you're hiding behind something.
Makeup isn't about hiding yourself. It's about accentuating your positives. Sometimes even the frivolous has much deeper meaning. I'm kidding. Lighten up. Leave the analytical stuff to our parents.
You're right. Pass the eyeshadow.
Oh, my favorite song! Yeah.
Taking things with Eve aren't going too well.
No. No, that part's perfect. It's just, I'm trying to match her last text message. It was so amazing.
You know what girls really love? Singing guerrilla telegrams.
Ray. So naive.
Naive? Me? You're the one who met this girl for what, like a day? And you've been writing to her for a week? And she lives a million miles away? What's the point?
Ignore the anti-Cupid. We're back on in 5. Don't think about it. Just go with your gut.
Won't you feel like...
That was Bodega with their love song Sometimes. Ah, the love song.
What station is this?
Radio Free Roscoe.
What is it about love
Do you
that's
want me to
caused
change it?
countless songs to
No,
be written?
it's cool. I like a little philosophy with my music.
Why do we continue to try to express the inexpressible? Maybe it's because we live with the hope that no matter how feeble our attempts, the sentiment will still get across.
Love. It makes fools of us all. Apparently, some more than others. Now, here's a song by, a band that I don't know the name of.
Not too smooth.
I could put out some CDs.
No, I like it. It's rough around the edges, but different.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
Nice intro, Ray.
It's not my department, it's Lily's. And besides, somebody had to cut off Dr. Love here.
I thought you nailed it, Robbie.
You think Eve would like it?
Why don't you send her the MP3 file and find out?
I had no idea so much sad blather could fit on one CD. Thank you, Silicon Valley.
Okay. We've done every magazine quiz, pigged out, listened to music, pigged out again. Now there's only one thing left to do. Discuss.
Yesterday's science film.
No. Unless yesterday's science film was on boys.
Oh, this is your way of asking me about Travis, isn't it?
What's his type?
You know, I don't think he has a type. Travis just keeps stuff like that to himself.
Oh, strong silent type. I can work with that. Maybe we can go on a double date sometime.
No, not gonna happen. I'm just one of the guys, remember?
Maybe to your guy friends, but that's not how other boys see you.
What are you talking about?
Well, Lee Johns thinks you're cute.
Lee Johns thinks I'm cute?
Yeah.
No. Doesn't he go for the girly girl type?
You could pull that off if you wanted to. Have you seen you? You're totally hot.
I don't know.
Right before my eyes. Right before my eyes. Right before my eyes. Right before my
Hey, Travis.
Lily?
Look who's coming.
Oh no, what do I say?
Just ask questions about him. It's his favorite subject. And remember to laugh.
Okay, well, what if he isn't funny?
Pretend.
How's it going, Audrey?
I'm good. Have you met my friend?
Lily, right? Yeah, you sit behind me in English.
Yeah, and you sit right in front of me.
Hey, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah, Ray. Lily's wearing a dress.
Not that, she's talking to Lee Johns.
So?
So, since when do Lily and Lee Johns talk to each other?
I don't know if I like being captain. It's more responsibility, and I kind of like being lazy.
I know exactly what you mean.
She's touching his arm.
So?
Why do you keep saying that? This is big. Lily in a dress, Lily talking to a boy, Lily touching a boy. man. She's flirting. Lily doesn't flirt.
She seems to be doing pretty well to me.
Look, I've got to get back to class, but I'll see you later, right?
Later. It totally worked. You were so right.
It's what I do. See you later.
Bye. Hey, guys.
That's it? Just, hey, guys?
Standard greeting, not hard to follow.
Where were you yesterday? Why are you dressed like this? And what are you doing talking to Lee Johns?
I was hanging out with Audrey because I like it, and it's none of your business.
For the record, I'd just like to say I think you look very nice today, Lillian.
Thank you, Robert.
But you cannot just ditch the show to hang out.
Yeah, you can't let down the guys to play dolls.
Excuse me, I wasn't playing dolls. Thank you. I was hanging out with a friend, and you know, sometimes I really need a break from you guys.
Hey, hey! Why would anybody need a break from me? Lily, hey! Hey! Oh man, she's waving at me. She wants a little bite of some Ray sandwich. How do I look?
Delusional.
Hey, Audrey, how you?
Hi, Travis. What you doing?
Talking and chewing at the same time?
You are so funny.
Hilarious.
So I was wondering if maybe you wanted to do something later.
Well, actually, I'm kind of busy later.
Oh, how about tomorrow or Saturday?
Sorry, all booked up.
I see. Cool. Totally fine. I better go.
Wow, Ray. She was all over you.
Just shut it. Hey, what do you have that I don't?
Oh, my head is swimming with punchlines.
Look, you had her in the palm of your hand and you cut her loose. Why?
I've gone through this before. A girl likes me because she thinks I'm mysterious. Then she gets to know the real me, freaks out, and it's history.
The real you?
Yeah, you got a tail or something?
I'll admit it. Once I bring up entomology or obscure Japanese horror films, girls like Audrey disappear quick.
Yeah, that would do it.
Fantabulous. You gotta give her a try.
Look at them. What is that meathead so interested in her for?
Could it be because she's beautiful, quirky, and intelligent?
Nah, that can't be.
Look, Eve just winked at me.
Maybe she's got something in her eye. Come on, let's go talk to her.
Leave it alone, Ray. Lily's got her own thing going on.
I'm just making sure she's not doing something stupid.
No, that would be your department.
We tried.
Hey, Lily! How's that rash of yours doing?
What?
Hey, don't be embarrassed, okay? We're all friends here. You still flaking dead skin everywhere?
Come on, shut up. I don't have a rash.
Don't worry, it's not contagious anymore, is it? Well, to be on the safe side, no patty cakes for the next 24 hours, I would suggest.
Sure. Anyway, I've got to get going. See ya. I'll call you later.
Yes. Use the phone. Much safer. Smart move, Lee. Smart move. Good guy. What? Was it something I said? Really?
Hey, stranger.
Nimrod here?
Not yet. How go the adventures with the opposite sex?
You know, I have no idea what I'm doing, but Audrey's been giving me some advice.
Oh, she's wise in the ways of love?
Not wise enough. Can't seem to hook a certain friend of mine.
Uh-huh.
Here's her number. Here's her favorite song. Here are 3 things that you can start a conversation with. Call her, okay?
Ask her about her art class? Not gonna happen.
Oh, I get it. She's not your type.
Huh. Look who decided to grace us with her presence.
And that was Galore's Pocket Rocket.
Great to have you back, Shady, really. I'd like to entertain you with a game of choose.
Okay.
Great, I'll go first. Choose rapping about important issues on the radio or playing dress up with the girls.
Important issues. Oh, in fact, I have an important issue to discuss with you right now.
Great, let's hear it.
Why is it that guys can spend hours on mindless activities like sports and video games, and it's called male bonding, but if a girl does the same thing, it's called dress up? Another example of male ignorance. What do you think, listeners? Radio Free Roscoe, you're on the air.
You go, girl. My brother makes fun of me because I cry after sad movies, but he cried after the Super Bowl. How's that any different?
Oh, I hear you, sister. So, Jessica, what do you think?
Well, you know what bugs me? I say like one thing about someone and my boyfriend calls me a gossip. But he can say whatever he wants and it's just talking trash.
Yeah, so don't treat me one way and then act differently in front of your friends. It's so uncool.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Join us tomorrow for another RFR assault on the airwaves. Well, I hope you got that out of your system, because we're never doing it again.
Oh, I'd love to stay here and debate with you, Ray, but really got a date with Lee to get to, so.
What? He still asked you out, even after I
tried to sabotage things? Yeah. I just told him that you were secretly in love with me and you would do whatever it took for me to be yours, so.
Lily?
Why are you being such a jerk?
What are you talking about?
Make it seem like Lily has a point.
That's it, isn't it? You like Lily.
Of course I like Lily. She's one of my best friends.
No. I mean, you like Lily.
Why would you even think that?
I don't know. Maybe it's because you go insane anytime she shows any interest in another guy. Just admit it, you like her.
I don't.
Not even a little?
All right, maybe a little. Like, very little. But I hate it. She's my friend. I'm not supposed to feel like this about her. But I do.
You can't control when love will pull a sneak attack on you.
He speaks the truth.
No offense, Robbie, but you really have no idea what this feels like, okay?
Hello? I'm the only one here in a serious relationship.
A few text messages and a mix CD of sappy songs is not a relationship, Robbie. It's a fantasy. I'm sorry.
I hate to admit it, but he makes a point. Long-distance relationships don't work. Any day, one of you will meet a real person, and the next message will start, "We have to talk." And trust me, no one has ever said anything good after, "We have to talk."
This coming from a guy who won't commit to a relationship for fear of rejection.
Well, the movie was good.
It was all right.
So what's your favorite soccer team?
You already asked me that twice.
Oh, yeah, right. So, is there anything you'd like to know about me?
Do you play soccer?
No.
Oh.
Choose. A steamy kiss with Miss Rudchick or an African pit viper.
What are you talking about?
Choose kissing Miss Rudchick or a pit viper.
Why would I choose either one?
Okay, well, that's the point of the game. You just pick between two crappy things and then you explain your choice.
When am I ever gonna make that kind of choice?
Do you think you can hide that thorn in your side? Do I have to decide?
Hello?
Decide?
Is there anyone
Do
there?
I have
Hello?
to tonight? Decide tonight. Decide. 'Cause if you feel the way I feel, and you know these riffs ain't real, if you feel
soul sit.
What are you doing here?
Okay, here goes. I'm
A jerk? An idiot? A slack-jawed, mouth-breathing buffoon?
Let a guy get a word in when he's trying to apologize. I'm sorry. I've been a moron for the last few days, and it won't happen again.
Well, better not, or my new boyfriend will beat the tar out of you.
Boyfriend? Lee's already your boyfriend. Hey, congratulations.
Relax. Lee and I weren't exactly a match. You know, you can only laugh at someone's jokes for so long until you realize that the joke's on you.
Well, I'm sorry things didn't work out, but to be honest, you deserve better. Yeah, well, I better go.
Choose. A steamy kiss with Miss Ritchik or an African pit viper.
Pit viper.
But you get bitten and die.
Well, at least the pit viper wouldn't tell anybody.
Excellent point.
All right, choose. Bowl full of maggots or the cafeteria